The best Nofap advice I can give you: do not have intercourse with women you don't actually like. Because what happens is when you're on Nofap, you usually get to be more horny. You're more horny on Nofap because you're not jerking off, etc. So what happens is people have intercourse with people they don't actually like, which is like the worst thing you could possibly do, because it's an exchange of energy, and like you want to be exchanging energy with someone you actually like, genuinely like, not someone you just want to just it's over with, on to the next. Because I have experience with this, and it's like you don't actually like, there's a big difference between having intercourse with a woman you actually genuinely like and one that you just kind of just, that's it, one and done, you never really see him again, don't really talk that much. Like if that's the type of, like, you should never have even done it in the first place if that's what your mindset was with this girl. Because there's like, I mean, you have to think about it. Sex is life. So it's like, would you want this woman to be the mother of your children? Like, you have to think about sex like that. You can't just think about sex like, oh, I'm just gonna have sex like whatever I want. Like, keep in mind, I used to be this type of person who just was out here all the time, but then I've changed. Like, this is why this is the best advice I can give you on Nofap, is because if you're genuinely like locked in on your goals, because that's what happens when you're on Nofap. You're not jerking off, you're not doing any of that nonsense. You're locked in on your goals and your career, your health and your fitness. And what tends to happen is, like, with women getting involved in your life, you only want to get involved with women like you actually genuinely like, or genuinely would see as your girlfriend or your wife or the mother of your children. Now, of course, we can't always determine this like right off the bat, like, but if you use your brain a little bit, the type of girl that you actually like, and if you don't know, you need to figure that out. Keep in mind, in my notes app on my phone, I have like my perfect girl, and I have her written down all of the qualities that she has. Every single, like, I have it detailed and described. If you don't have that right now for your dream girl, you write it down, because it's gonna actually clear up a lot of things for you. It's gonna clear up everything, because the thing is like, you shouldn't be messing with girls who don't like, not obviously don't have to match exactly on everything on the list, but almost I would say at least 75% of that list. Like, because if you're getting with girls, and let's say a character trait is a complete opposite of what you have. So, for example, let's say you say quiet or shy, you like quiet or shy girls. And if she's like loud and obnoxious, like, that's a clear sign. Okay, probably shouldn't be messing with this girl. Now, of course, there are outliers and like things like that, but like, you have to think about it. Like, men and women, we have XY chromosomes, or it's biology here. 50% of US adults are women and 50% are men. It's about half and half. So like, half of us are women, half of us are men. Saying that fast. Which means that there's probably a partner out there for you. It's like, and the thing is like, you even increase your chances even more if you're going to the gym, if you're doing everything right, if you're asking 100 girls out every single year. Read that in a book, by the way. If you're taking care of your career, your finances, like, your chances just go up even more and more and more. The more money you have, the more options you have with women. The better body you have, your options go up. The more girls you ask out, the more options you go up. It's just like, it just keeps going up the more that you do. And that's just how life works. So, but the main premise here is like, you should just don't go after women that you don't actually genuinely like. Like, for example, like, I just deleted dating apps about a month ago, and I'll never download them again. I'll never like hook up with any girls. I'll never get with any girls on dating apps ever again in my life. Because I realized like how detrimental these things, like these devices are actually to meet a girl online. That just sounds terrible. Because like you didn't have the balls. You couldn't grab your 2 balls and walk up to her and say something to her. You had to hide behind a screen and type with your fingers. It's just nonsense. It's garbage. You should never have to do that. You always, like, this is the best way. Old school, traditional, like I'm very traditional. It's the best way to do it. You can't, I mean, we can use our phones for some things, but for this in particular, you want to approach women. It's the best way to meet them. In my humble opinion. I hope it gave you some insight here on Nofap. If I did, like the video, comment, and subscribe. We will see you in the next one.